Hello, girls and boys. Welcome to Blackboard Techniques. In this class, we'll be learning fourth problem in exercise 1.5. If you check out the playlist in English, you'll be able to find out all the previous example problems and exercise problems with solutions. Do check it out. The video link is in the description box. It will be helpful for you. Now we can see the question, fourth one. If f of x, if f of x equals x square minus 1, g of x equals x minus 2, find a. If g of f of a equals 1. Here f of x is given, g of x is given, and g of f of a equals 1. We need to find out the value of a. Okay, this problem is coming under the topic of composition of functions. If you haven't watched the video that is all about composition of functions, the whole explanation is there. That video link is in the description to check it out. After watching that, you'll be able to solve this problem easily. Now we can solve the problem. Here I have written the question. If f of x equals x square minus 1, g of x equals x minus 2, find a if g of f of a equals 1. For the solution, I have to write all the given information. What is given in the question? F of x and g of x. What is f of x? X square minus 1. G of x. What is g of x? X minus 2. And we need to find out the value of a. From this given information, how we can find out the value of a? Here x is given, everything x. A is not present, right? So here in x, in place of x, we can substitute any letter. Okay, we can substitute any letter like a, b, c, x, y, and z. Some kind of letters we can substitute in place of x. It's a variable. Okay, we can change the variable. We can put any letter. We can substitute any letter instead of x. Okay, here what had been asked? We need to find the value of a. So we are going to substitute a in place of x. Okay, accordingly, I'm going to write f of x, g of x. By applying a in place of x, or we will be getting f of a, right? F of a here, x square minus 1. If you are applying a square, a instead of x, what we will be getting? A square minus 1. Then g of a equals a minus 2. Just here we are applying x equals a. Okay. Now, in the question, one more information is given. What is that? G of f of a equals 1. Actually, what is the question? If g of f of a equals 1, then find the value of a. That's the question, right? So we should find out the value of g of f of a next. Okay, already we had applied a instead of x, so that we can easily find out this one, right? This is the composition of, this is coming under the concept of composition of functions. So how we can read this g of f of, g of f of a, right? For this, how I can expand this whole thing? G of f of a. In this way we can write this, expand this one, right? So here I should apply the value of f of a, right? So what would be the answer? What would be the step? Here we need to apply the value of f of a, right? Here what is f of a? A square minus 2. A square minus 2. I'm applying a square minus, a square minus 1, right? A square minus 1. That is given the question. Okay. Just we had substituted the value of the value a in place of x. And not value, just variable. We change the variable x into a. That's it. Okay, here what would be the next step? We should apply the value a square minus 1 in place of a in g of a function, right? That is the step of composition of function concept. If you watch that video, it will be easy. So here g is given, right? G is there. So we should use the g of a function. What is g of a? What is g of a? A minus 2. G of a is a minus 2, right? So in this function, in this formula, we should apply a square minus 1 in place of a. Okay. Then a minus 2. What is a here? A square minus 1, right? And then this minus 2. So now what we will be getting? A square minus 1 plus minus 2 minus 3, right? It's very easy. Just we are using the variable a, the letter a instead of x. Otherwise all the concepts are same. Nothing is different. Okay. Here we are using only the letter a instead of x. Okay. In this step, we'll be applying f of a value. After this, after applying that, we'll be getting this one. After that, what should we do? And we should apply this a square minus 1 in place of a in g of a function. Okay, this is given in the question. This is the answer of g of f of a, right? And the question is, if g of f of a equals 1, then find the value of a. That is the question. So the value of g of f of a is 1. That is given in the question. So I'm applying 1 here. I'm just interchanging sides. I'm taking a square minus 3 to this side and 1 to this side. So I'm getting this. And now I'm taking the number to this right side. A square only be here, and this 1 minus 3 becomes plus 3. And answer is a square equals 4. From a square, if you want to find out the value a, we should apply Square root, right? So from the square root, what is the value of square root of 4? 2 into 2. So we can take 2 from square root. It should be plus or minus 2, right? The answer of A is plus or minus 2. This is the answer of A. Okay. This much I had in this video. This problem is very easy if you understand the basic concept of composition of function. The question is something different, that is, we should put A instead of X. In all the previous problems, we have used only the letter X. Here we should use A. Why? Because we need to find the value of A and also f of A equals 1, that is given. Okay. This is the answer of exercise 1.5. 1.5 fourth problem. Okay, this much I had in this video. We'll see in another video. I hope this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, do thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel Blackboard Techniques for more updates. We'll see you in another video. Until then, Shiny signing off.